Hey, what is going on guys? Jay here from Maji and Jay. Today we're going to be trying out a device that has me quite confused with the model name. I don't know if it's the Ulefone X or the Ulefone 10. But what I do know is that this phone resembles the iPhone 10 quite a bunch. It is almost identical in terms of physical aspects. We can even see it here from the box. We got the notch on the very top, and the phone even has the same display size, which is 5.8 inches. The only difference here is that it has a bigger chin towards the bottom side, something that I didn't personally like. Now this phone is only about $155 and I got it directly from banggood.com. I will be providing the link below in case you guys want to check it out. And this phone features 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of internal memory. It has the Helio P23 Octa-core processor. I believe is clocked at 2.0 GHz. And it comes with a GPU, I believe it's the Mali G71, which is not bad, and it has a 3300 mAh battery. So the phone, in terms of specifications, guys, is not so bad. And here from the box, we can see, well, it looks kind of premium, to be honest with you. And on the back side of the box here, we got the all-screen feature. Now this is not really an all-screen device, and I think they're lying about the 91% screen-to-body ratio. I think it's more like a 87, 86-ish approximately, guys, because we have a big chin on the bottom side. Then here we got the processor, the Helio P23 with the RAM and the memory. It comes with a fingerprint scanner on the back side, which is really cool, something that we don't get with the iPhone 10. It comes with 2 cameras on the back. We have a 16 and a 5 megapixel one. And again, here we have the display. It is a 720p display, unfortunately. We get a 3300 mAh battery. On the battery side, I am super excited, guys, because I used this phone for almost 2 days and I didn't have problems with it, using it with AT&T on 3G network. So again, I'm really excited about the battery. And it comes with the Android Oreo 8.1. So here, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the device. And here we have the phone itself. It comes, of course, wrapped with all this stuff that they like to put on them. And I removed the screen protector that it originally came with. So here we have the display. You can see that it is quite black, meaning that it blends in with the bezels of the phone, so it makes it all look like one piece, and it looks very nice and premium. On the left hand side here of the frame, we got the SIM tray. It is a dual SIM by device, and you can also upgrade the memory if you wish to do so, up to 256 gigabytes. On the bottom here, we have the micro USB. Now, a lot of people say, hey Jay, why you have problems with the micro USB? Well, guys, I gotta be honest, it's 2018. And USB Type-C has many advantages. I mean, one of them is the fact that you don't have to worry which side to put in the charger. So for me, that's a big game changer, and I do miss the USB Type-C. So having this right here, I feel like it's a little outdated. Then we have here the microphone and the loudspeaker, and this is just for design purposes. It doesn't have anything built in right here. Then on the right side, we have the power key with the volume rocker up and down. And on the back side here, we have the dual cameras. Again, one is a 16 megapixel sensor, the other one is a 5 megapixel sensor with the LED flash. And here we have the fingerprint scanner, guys. But just look how close this thing looks to the real deal. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have the real iPhone 10 to compare it to, but the size and the colors, everything, the camera placement, everything is almost identical, with the exception that, again, we have a fingerprint scanner here on the Ulefone. And that's going to be pretty much it here for the physical aspects of the phone. Let me go ahead and remove here the back screen protector, that way you guys can get a better view at the back glass right here. Now, it is a fingerprint magnet, unfortunately, guys, so don't expect anything like Corning Gorilla Glass. I believe this is not a Corning Gorilla, unfortunately. But anyways, here we have the display. You can see that it is super bright. And this is something that I like with sunglasses and being outside or outdoors all the time. It did quite well, so I don't have any complaints when it comes to the screen brightness. Again, only 720p. On the front here, we have the 5 megapixel sensor with the loudspeaker and the proximity and light sensor right there. So let me go ahead and enter my pattern here, guys. And the first thing I want to test after it boots up is the fingerprint, so that way you guys can see how efficient it is. All right, guys, so here, well, this thing boots up very quickly. Let's go ahead and check the rest of the contents inside. We have a SIM ejector tool right here. Then we have a screen protector. We have a warranty card right here. User manuals as usual. We got the this is the OTG wire. We have the micro USB cable. And finally, the European wall charger as usual. And that's all we have for the accessories. Alright, guys, so here we have the Ulefone X, which is what we're going to be calling it throughout the entire video now. And here on the upper left hand side corner, you can see that I have my AT&T card already installed on there, and I am getting 3G connectivity, guys. This is really exciting because normally with T-Mobile, if I don't get 4G LTE connectivity, I will get Edge, which is the slowest speed available in the market. So at least with this particular device, I can get 3G connectivity with AT&T. And AT&T does this with most Chinese devices. If they don't support the LTE bands, at least you will get 3G connectivity, which is a plus. So anyways, guys, this phone here also comes with wireless charging, which is something that I forgot to mention, and I do apologize for that. So yes, if you have a wireless charging cradle for Samsung or any other flagship, you can just set it on there and it'll do the charging for you. Very, very cool. And also it has some sort of 3D touch function right here. So if I hold and press an application, you can see that it gives me some options right here. So this is something that you don't see every day, at least from budget Chinese devices. Even here for my Gmail, you can see, guys, that it works quite well almost all the time. Now certain applications are not supported, so it'll give you the option only for app info. So again, that's really cool. Now something I also want to show you guys here is the fingerprint scanner. It is not the fastest, guys. I will lie to you if I say it's the fastest fingerprint out there in the market, but what I can tell you is that out of every 10 readings, at least 9, sometimes maybe 8 are accurate. So that's a pretty good, rating, considering that this is a budget device. So almost all the time you're gonna get a positive reading, and it doesn't get annoying like other devices that we have seen in the past. So anyways, here let's go into the settings, and let's go here into storage, and you guys will see that I have about 48 gigabytes available, which is really cool. And also here from the bottom side, if I go to system and I go to about Ulefone X, we can see that we have the Android 8.1.0 right there. And with the Helio P23 on this particular device, I got a decent score. I think it was about 80,000. Now, to be honest with you guys, comparing it to a flagship device, I gotta say that this is nothing. I mean, with the last phone that I currently own right now, which is the Vivo Nex S, I got almost 290,000 score. So again, that's a different phone. It's a, in a different category. But for this phone having these features and the price point, I don't think that's a bad score, at least in my opinion. So here, if we go into my device, we can see the remaining of the information right here. So there we have the resolution of the screen, 720p again. So the back camera is a 16 megapixel and a 5. And by the way, guys, the camera here, other YouTubers have mentioned that the camera is terrible. It wasn't optimized well, but keep in mind that they got the pre-production model, which wasn't finished. Now, in my personal testing here, what I did notice is that it has terrible stabilization. Actually has no stabilization whatsoever, and it is constantly trying to focus, but the quality is really not that terrible as I thought it was going to be. So at least on the camera side, you're going to be able to use it just as a normal camera and nothing to really brag about. And the same thing goes here for the front facing camera. I mean, it is just a selfie camera, nothing special, nothing crazy. So I guess the importance of this device was not to make it with amazing cameras, especially at this price point. It was mainly to make it to look like the iPhone 10, and that's pretty much it. Now, but what I do like about it is that at this price range, they added a cool feature, which again is wireless charging into it. To me, that's quite amazing. So anyways, guys, here we have the UI. The UI is pretty clean. It doesn't have a lot of bloatware, so I don't have any problems with the speed of the phone. When you're moving applications around or even multitasking, thanks to the 4 gigabytes that we have of internal memory, it does quite well. Now, the battery, as I mentioned before, is a 3300 milliamp battery, so that did also very, very good. As I mentioned, it gave me about 2 days of usage, so I don't have any complaints, but it is mainly because of the fact that while we have only a 720p display in the Helio P23, that helps to save a lot of battery. And also here we have all the Google applications already installed in the device, so you don't have to worry about rooting or hacking or downloading anything. It comes like this right out of the box, and here you guys can see that I was truly using it as my primary device. I have all my stuff on here, and again, guys, I haven't had any major issues with the phone yet, and it's been now about 3 weeks. So now let's go ahead and try here quickly YouTube and play my last video, which is about the Vivo Nex S. By the way, this is an amazing phone, and I mean it, guys. But anyways, let's go ahead and test the audio here really quick. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the future. What's going on, everybody? This is Jay here from Maji and Jay. Today I'm absolutely speechless with what I got here, guys. This is called the Vivo Nex S, and today we're just going to be completing a quick unboxing of this phone. But let me tell you guys, I've never So there we heard the quality of the loudspeaker, and I have to say that it is not the best, but it's not the worst either. It sounds scratchy at times, especially if you have the volume all the way up, and sometimes you can easily muffle it by just putting your finger underneath here, and it doesn't sound as good. So just keep in mind, guys, that this is a budget phone and not a flagship device. So with that being said, I think that it is doing okay again with the loudspeaker. So when it comes to gaming, I was able to play some 3D games like Tekken. I was able to use just, you know, basic games as well, and I didn't see any major lag on it. I mean, sometimes if you try to multitask, especially in the gaming side, it might do it a little bit, but that can all be fixed by just killing all your tasks, and you should be all set to go. So with this being said, guys, I think we have completed now the unboxing and the quick hands-on here of the Ulefone X. So far, based on my testing, I can say that yes, this phone is recommended, especially if you are getting 4G LTE support wherever you're at, then it is definitely a good buy. Remember, guys, that it is only $155. You can also find coupons for Banggood, so you can get it maybe for around maybe $100 or $120, and it is not bad, especially for a phone that looks a lot like the iPhone X. So with this being said, guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this particular device. Don't forget to click on the bell, like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next one.